Good. Whereabouts are you based?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. All right. So you're not that far from Jeff, right?
Far enough that I can't make it to his in-person workshops that he gives us 2 days notice.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not that far.
Okay.
We've met in person.
Cool. Well, you're not as far as us. We're in London in the UK. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Doug. Hey, Tony.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Who's that I'm speaking to?
This is Doug.
Hey, Doug. How you doing, man?
Hey, good. Thank you.
Whereabouts are you based?
Out in California.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Nice. What's the weather like out there now?
It's usually warm and sunny, but today it's a little bit cold. But
okay. All right. Cool. Nice one. Well, it's better than London right now, man. London's, I think, almost in the minus degrees right now. So
It's quite cold, actually.
yeah, coming into November. Yeah. What niche do you guys specialize in? You know, what type of clients do you guys have? Doug?
I do a lot of architecture, engineering, construction companies, but
Wow.
expanding into different markets.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know anyone who does construction. That's really interesting. What do the offers look like for construction companies?
It really depends on what they're looking for. I just have to see what they're looking for and then build it around what they want.
Okay. Cool. All right. And what about yourself, Ben?
I kind of work with everybody right now.
Okay.
So I have gyms, personal trainers, chiropractor. I've worked with dentists. I should be actually. I think I'm bringing on structural engineering, which should be very different.
Nice.
So I just had a conversation with the guy yesterday, and then I have a house flipper.
Okay.
Realtors.
Okay.
So a little bit of everything.
Wow. Okay.
House flipper.
House flipper. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. So we're going to get this party started. If you are not Chris, try to put yourself on mute until the end of the presentation. Nathaniel, I'm going to put you on mute. Everybody else is on mute, so it's pretty cool. We are recording, and we're going to get this party started. This is the Agency Scaling Secrets Med Spa Aesthetic. How do you pronounce this correctly?
Aesthetic. That's right.
It's a hard T. Aesthetic Clinic Masterclass, brought to you by Chris and Simon. Their website is aestheticclientsondemand.com. I've reviewed a lot of their slides. They're pretty high quality, and you're going to actually get the best bang for your buck, considering this is like included in your membership. But holy crap, like the stuff they are sharing with you is 100% worth it. So how many people on this live have ever thought of this? How am I supposed to get a client if I don't have proof, previous results, examples, portfolios, or case studies of Facebook ads and funnels that work or already work for businesses, specifically when it comes to med spas? How do I approach or talk to a multi-location business about Facebook ads if I don't have proof that the ads already work? How many of you have thought that I know I need ads that work, but I also know that's not the whole picture to getting and keeping a client for the long term? Ultimately, what am I supposed to tell my client when my massage spa leads don't magically turn to customers or even high-paying clients? You have to remember it's ultimately not your fault. Everyone's running around saying, go get a case study, but nobody's actually giving you a case study, like there's some case study story you don't know about. Everyone is saying, just tell your clients to follow up, but nobody's saying, here's a step-by-step guide and a step-by-step process on how to do it. Everyone is yelling instead of solving your problems. And you are actually losing the opportunity to build an agency that fulfills your dreams, and no one is giving you the blueprint on how to land one business that is actually 4 to 5 deals rolled into one. What if you could say, all right, Mr. Johnson, owners of a med spa, here's a real life case study of a med spa aesthetic clinic, just like yours, that used Facebook ads to turn less than $150, and it's great British pounds, but I'm just gonna say dollars, nobody cares, $150 into an ad spend into 24 real life customers and $3,600 in revenue in only 7 days. What if you could say, here's the offers, the content, the sales strategies, and all that and everything that you need that easily turns and converts strangers into customers and have them seated in your treatment chair with their purses out ready to spend money? What if you could say, I can get your campaign up and running in 3 days flat so you can start getting phone calls to fill your clinic's waiting room? Do you think that would help you land a client faster and with increased confidence? Introducing Agency Scaling Secrets, the Med Spa Aesthetic Clinic Masterclass. Today, I'm going to show you an already proven to work Facebook ad campaign specific to med spas and aesthetic clinics. Yes, the actual ads, landing pages, and all that jazz. I'm going to show you what to say and how to say it so your client knows how to follow up, knows how to convert those customer opportunities into cash, and how you can make more money so you can get paid. All with verifiable proof from a real-life agency owner that has used this campaign to grow 22 clinics and practitioners across the UK and ultimately to get their business growing. When should you use this? You should use this case study and this better way of working in all these slide decks when you want to prove to a potential clinic owner that this darn thing works, when you want to provide examples, and so you can use the same results first campaign other clinics have used in the past to get customers. You want to get a campaign up and running. You want to do it fast so you can tinker around, get a client results ASAP, or ultimately you just want a playbook on what you're supposed to do. You should use everything we're giving you, and you can even use it on your current clients to get them more results and more consistent results, or upsell them into a new program. Ultimately, people are saying, why should you use a case study? Because people are much more comfortable buying into something that already works when compared to buying with you, a complete stranger. Your background, your previous results, they don't know it, and they're much more comfortable and confident when you use a case study. And whether you're an amateur, expert, new or old, having a guide on what to do and what to say converts better than just relying on previous experience. You can take all this info, by the way, white label it. You can even put your future client's logo on it and information in it to get them excited about paying you money. You can even compare what your old clients did with the already proven processes in this deck to figure out what happened, what went wrong, and any future fixes. So with that said, I'm introducing Simon and Chris. Chris started in online marketing and sales in 2008 with one of Europe's largest online publishing companies. Simon started digital marketing just over 12 months ago, and because he's wanted to change a career, and he's starting again from fresh. He's invested in multiple social media and online marketing courses, including this one in the inner circle right here. Today, they now work with over 22 clinics and practitioners across the UK. Where's that coming from? All right, I'm put Cam on mute. Their agency currently has 7 retainer clients, and they also run a high-ticket academy day where they bring business owners from across the UK down to their offices in London and teach them how to run profitable advertising campaigns, just like Jeff does every single week. So Simon and Chris, I'm going to stop sharing. You're going to start sharing, and you're in control now.
Hey guys, can everyone hear me? Hope everyone can hear me. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Much appreciated for that that introduction there. That was awesome. Guys, just want to say, if you have any questions, please drop them into the chat box below. It's going to be, well, it's going to be quite, well, I hope it's not going to be too long-winded today, but, you know, I just want to show you guys some of the results that we've had, give you some examples of some of the clinics that we've had. Now, just to go over what Jeff was saying about sort of med spa and aesthetic clinic, okay? In the UK, and also in some parts of Europe as well, we use the term aesthetic clinic, okay? And in America, the equivalent of an aesthetic clinic would be like a med spa, basically, okay? So all you guys out there who are stateside, you'll probably know the term med spa, yeah? Over in the UK, we use the term aesthetic clinic, okay? So I'm just going to show you some of the results here that we've had from some of our clients' campaigns, all right? And I'll just go over these. You can drop any questions again in the chat box below, all right? So this is the first example of something which is called a fat freezing campaign, okay? You guys probably aren't going to be familiar with this term, but by the end of this, you'll be very, very familiar with the term, and you'll know how to sell this as basically an ad agency owner, okay? So here are some of the results, all right? So this campaign here sold £16,000 worth of high-end treatments in 60 days, okay, between June and July of this year, all right? You can see here we were running messenger bot campaigns on this. It's 217 leads, and each lead was cost £2.72. Okay. So example number 2, this is for a high-end facial that our client was doing, okay? So this campaign sold £3,764 worth of high-end facials in 30 days. And best of all, it actually managed to save our client's business. So our client, when she started working with us, had zero she had no customers at all, right? She had to actually borrow money from her husband to actually pay for us to run her ads for her. And in the course of 30 days, she actually managed to get £3,764 worth of high-end facials, okay? Now, the best part about that, and the best part of all of what I'm going to be showing you today, is that all of the treatments have amazing, amazing upsells and cross-sells, okay? And I'll go into that a little bit and explain it a little bit further. I'll just show you the final example here. Example number 3 is of a body contouring campaign that we ran. Okay, so this campaign sold £8,550 worth of body contouring treatments in 90 days. Okay, so that's roughly, just to work that out in US dollars, is roughly probably around about 14 or 15,000 US dollars, okay, in 90 days. All right. And the best part about that is that that was only in front end sales. Okay. So all of the treatments I'm going to show you, yeah, for the offers that we run on our ads are all front end offers. Okay. But all of these treatments have natural upsells, which are basically courses and packages of treatments. Okay. So a person will come in for one treatment, all right, which is what we are promoting on the Facebook ad. And on the back end of that, they will then be sold a package of, let's say, 6 or 8 of the same treatments. Okay. So here's a couple more results. It's just a couple of testimonials and stuff from some of our clients. I'll just read through this one here, and the others are fairly straightforward. This client here says, we worked with Chris on a campaign for one of our treatments a few months ago. The bookings were constant daily, while Facebook spend was really low compared to what we usually budget. This guy, I mean, he was spending something like, I think he was spending like £100 a day or something crazy like that. We managed to bring his budget down, and he ended up only spending £100 per week, and we were generating more and better results for him. Okay. He says the results were brilliant, and we also collected hundreds of emails and mobile phone numbers in the process. This means we can retarget these customers via text message and email marketing. We also decided to purchase his Facebook training course. We are now using techniques to grow our business to great effect. Would 100% recommend using Chris and his team if you would like aesthetic clients on demand. Okay. All right. So that's a great case study. That's a great testimonial there from one of our clients. All right. So moving on, right? Okay. So during this presentation, you're going to get the entire campaigns that brought in these numbers. You're going to get the right way to target the right people that could and will become basically your med spa customers. You're going to get the expert secrets that make these campaigns work. You're also going to get the in-store sales script and responses so your clients can convert the leads that come in. And you're going to have access to our aesthetic content library as well, which is a super secret project that we've put together, and it's only for our retainer clients. I'm going to give you access to that today, okay? Which is what we use to basically teach our clients how to make content for the adverts, okay? Right. So here's just a couple of notes before we get started. Here's a couple of notes about medi spas and aesthetic clinics, okay? So there are 2 types of businesses which you will come across in this industry, okay? The first one is solo practitioners. I'll just give you a brief overview of who these individuals are, okay? Solo practitioners are individuals who may be relatively newly qualified, okay? They either have a clinic at home, so they operate out of their home, okay? Or they rent a room in a salon or in a shop, okay? Now, they can either be full-time or part-time. So some of the solo practitioners we come across, they work, a full-time job, and they do this on the side, all right? Now, your retainer fee, your typical retainer fee, okay, so we charge over here £1,000, which is probably roughly around about $1,500, okay, not including ad spend, yeah? But your retainer fee and your ad spend will represent a huge investment to these solo practitioners, okay? So you want to avoid these people, and, don't waste your time by, I'm not saying that, that they don't have the money, but, don't waste too much of your time trying to pitch these solo practitioners, okay? who you want to focus on are the clinic owners, okay? Clinic owners, they have storefronts and or they're located inside of a building. They usually employ 2+ estheticians, all right? That just means, you know, people who are doing the treatments and stuff, all right? And they have several treatment rooms with a variety of services. Bingo. That's exactly what you want, okay? So you want to find a clinic owner, not a solo practitioner, okay? Right. So what we're going to get started into, guys, rock and roll, is we're going to go straight into ads that work, okay? Right. So first of all, right, I'm going to show you guys the top 5 treatments which will generate a boatload of customers for your clients, okay? So you might want to take notes on this. Obviously, you're going to get a replay of this, but, you know, you might want to take notes on this. So treatment number 1, yeah? Treatment number 1, you have to remember these clinics offer a variety of different treatments, okay? And we've tested and run ads for probably maybe 10 or 20 different treatments, okay? Treatment number 1, the one that absolutely sells a ton of treatments and courses and customers is, and I've struggled to say this word, right, is cryolipolysis, right, okay? Which is also known as cool sculpting. It's also known as fat freezing, and it's also known as body contouring, okay? Right? May not make sense to you now, but I'll go into it a little bit later on, okay? Treatment number 2 is laser hair removal, okay? Very popular. Treatment number 3 is microneedling. Treatment number 4 is facials, okay? And everyone knows what a facial is. And treatment number 5 is called microblading, okay? And microblading is basically, you know, designing the perfect eyebrow on a woman. It's a woman's treatment normally. It's designing the perfect eyebrow on the woman so that they look like they've got eyebrows like Kim Kardashian and, you know, the Jenner sisters and all the rest of that stuff, right? So we'll go straight into this, okay? So this is a fat freezing or cryolipolysis campaign that we ran, okay? And this is an actual advert that we ran, and I'll show you some of the results here for this, okay? So first of all, what is cryolipolysis? I'll show you a demonstration a little bit later on of what it is, right? But basically it's called freezing fat. So they place these large suction cups around different areas of your body, and it freezes the fat in that area of your body, okay? It's a really interesting treatment, all right? Now, generally speaking, right, it saves women from actually having to go under the knife and having to remove the fat, you know, via surgery, okay? It freezes the fat cells, and then people expel the fat cells through, through urinating, basically, okay, right? So this campaign, right, I'll just show you how successful this campaign was. We ran this campaign for 3 months. We managed to generate 378 leads, appointments booked, which is the most important thing, 114 appointments booked, right, throughout the summer, okay? Everybody obviously wants to get in shape, right? And everyone's going on holiday as well, yeah? The front end offer was just £79. So that's £79 for the first treatment, okay? Advertising spend was £1,321.28. And the total front end sales was £9,006, okay? Now, when I say front end sales, right, the majority of people who come in and purchase this treatment, they're not just going to have one treatment. They will end up coming in for 3 or 4 treatments. And the reason for that is because the machine, the device that the clinic owners use can only cover one area, okay, of the body. So I'll give you an example of this. If you come in to have this treatment done, okay, you may have 1 cup, right, which can fit on one part of your body, right? But in order for you to like have the you basically wouldn't need the treatment done on one part of your body. You would probably need it done on maybe 3 or 4 different parts of your body at the same time. So let's just say you were focused on, you know, your stomach area. You'd probably need it on your sides. You'd probably need it on your back as well. Okay. So that front end offer, that £79, can very, very easily turn into £400 or £500 just in one visit. Okay. Right. So, you know, although, you know, she's made, this client has made £9,000 on this basically one treatment, okay? The upsell is very, very easy on this treatment, okay? And that can turn into hundreds of pounds just in one visit. I'll go through the ad copy here, and then we'll move on to the next treatment, okay? Or we'll move on to the targeting and the funnel as well, okay? So the advert says 60% off. The headline is 60% off the #1 celebrity cool sculpting treatment. Attention ladies of, that's the area that our client is based in. Summer is here. And if you want to fit into that maxi dress or bikini, then we have the ultimate solution for you. Here at Clinic Name, we are giving just 20 lucky ladies a chance to get 60% discount gift card off the world's leading cool sculpting treatment, 3D Ultimate. That's the name of the brand that they use, the name of the machine that they use. Try your first treatment for £79, normally £200. Click apply now to book in now, okay? And then there's a little bit of scarcity that we've added in there as well, all right? Fairly straightforward stuff in terms of the ad copy. So here's the funnel, okay? So we use a lead form for this, okay? So it's really, really straightforward, right? Nothing too complicated, no fancy landing page or anything like that, okay? You know, and we're just reinforcing the benefits here. 60% off your first cool sculpting treatment. We've got the lady here who's having the treatment done, okay? You know, up to 40% fat reduction in just one treatment. Yeah, that's true. Completely non-invasive and totally pain-free. Targets stubborn fat areas such as stomach, love thighs, love handles, etc. Okay, so that's what I mean when I say that, you know, people will come in for one area and then they'll have multiple treatments done at the same time. Okay, and then this is basically the thank you page after the lead form. Okay, really, really straightforward stuff, right? Targeting. Again, nothing complicated whatsoever, okay? So we've just targeted from their location. We've targeted 4 miles around their location, okay? The age group, this is a treatment which a lot, you know, women of all ages and men of all ages want to have, basically, yeah? So, you know, the age group, we kept it pretty broad. We made it 21 to 59 years old, and we targeted mainly women for this particular advert. Obviously, you know, we talk about sort of bikinis and maxi dresses and stuff here as well. If we were targeting men, then, you know, obviously we could say, you know, your swimming trunks or, you know, whatever the case may be, okay? And then as far as sort of the placements goes, we just used the Facebook newsfeed, and that was it. And that generated, over the space of 3 months, 378 leads, 114 appointments, yeah, and total front-end sales of £9,000, all right? So I'm going to move on to ads at work. So this is treatment number 2, right? And this is laser hair removal, okay? So again, duration, we've been running this laser hair removal campaign now for well over 4 months. We use a messenger bot with this. So messages, leads generated 569 over the past 4 months. Front end offer, right? So this is very difficult to quantify the sales for this, because basically you can do different areas on your body. So you can do armpits, chest, back, legs, women do bikini, whatever the case is. But the front end offer is 50% off your first session, okay? And advertising spend, £1,792. Total sales generated. Now, this is really, really, I'm really proud of this personally, right? Because we managed to get our client her first ever £10,000 month in new business, right? And this was like, I think within the second month of her working with us, she was completely blown away. She's really, really happy. Now, again, the best part of this, the best part of laser hair removal, okay, is that it's not a one treatment offer, okay? If you're going to have this treatment done, you need to have it done on, like, let's just say you're having your chest done, for example. You need to have this done about 5 or 6 times in order to see, you know, permanent hair reduction, okay? So people will come in for the first treatment for 50% off, and then they will then buy a course of, you know, another 5 treatments basically at the full price to, you know, to have the permanent, to, you know, to have the hair removed permanently, okay? Ad copy, really simple. Ladies of, you know, again, we've got the area. Did you know that the average woman spends 72 days shaving her legs over her lifetime? 72 days, right? Here at this clinic, we are giving away 20 gift cards for 50% off your first laser hair removal session. And then we've got the benefits here: permanent hair reduction by up to 90% in 6 to 8 sessions. So we're letting them know that they're going to have to basically eventually get 6 to 8 sessions here. All right. So they're going to have to invest more money. Results visible after first session, virtually painless, no downtime. So in other words, they don't have to take any time off work to have this treatment done. Perfect for any area of the body. To get this amazing offer, click send message now. Okay. So we use a messenger bot for this. All right. So I'll show you an example of what that looks like here. 1 second. And you're going to have to give me permission.
Okay.
The phone's there, mate. 1 second, guys. Sorry.
So this stuff always happens. So it's really like no big deal. We'll just cut it in like the final take. But it's like a great example of like, no matter what, something always goes wrong. So
yeah, for sure.
Really no big deal. And everyone knows the pain.
Two secs. So let me just look through some of the questions that are here then. Yeah. Okay. So so Ben says, how do you break a client without a building office away from the MLM companies? I'm not quite sure I understand that question there, Ben. Jeff, do you understand that question?
I haven't a clue. Yeah, but he's there, so he'll just specify.
All right. Okay. Juan Jose. Yeah. You can get the case study today. I'll give that to you. I'll share that with you with all the slides and stuff as well. Okay. Juan Jose, love the accent. Thanks, dude. Sounds like money, Chris. You shared a chatbot flow with us today. Yeah, I'll try and get that over to you today as well. Pat, is there a minimum product service price that they have to offer to make them eligible for ads? Is there a minimum product service price that they have to offer to make them eligible for ads? Pat, I'm not quite sure I understand that question. Is there a minimum product service price that they offer eligible for ads? All right, Pat, I'll come back to that question in a minute. Zach, how do you approach med spas you want to work with? Email, in person, message, Facebook page, cold call. Okay, so Zach, what we actually do, right? We started off by cold calling. I have history in sales, right? But what we do now is we actually run customer acquisition campaigns, right? So we actually run ads to acquire customers for med spas and aesthetic clinics. Okay, I can definitely talk with you and share you guys some information about that in the future. All right.
Try it now.
I'll come back to the questions in a bit. Let me just try and gain access to this to this video now. 2 seconds, guys. Thanks for your patience. Appreciate that.
Refresh it, start.
I've just refreshed it. Yeah.
I'm not getting anything through my must be here. Could it be here? Nothing through here. I'm getting nothing through my phone.
Okay, guys, technical boo-boo. I apologize. Right, what I'll do is I'll get the video and I'll share it with you guys. Okay, but the messenger bot is really straightforward, right? So the messenger bot basically is it asks obviously for their name. So with regards to laser hair removal, right, it basically asks for their name, their telephone number, their email address. Then it asks them specifically what body area they want to have the treatment done on as well. Okay, now the reason that's really important is what we started doing is once we generated enough data on what the top 3 areas were, okay, we then started running ads specifically for those body parts. Okay, so we then started running offers specifically for like underarms, chest, or whatever the case is, right? And what then happened is that the number of conversions that we had, because we were running specific ads to those body parts, it like really increased. It absolutely skyrocketed. So our client was really happy about that. Okay, and again, we'll just look at the targeting here. Targeting very generic. Okay, 10 miles, age 25 to 54, gender women. Okay, so our target, there's nothing complicated about the targeting that we do. We usually target women with these offers. Okay, and depending on what the treatment is, we keep the age bracket fairly wide. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'm going to move on to treatment number 3, the third most popular aesthetic and medi spa treatment. Okay, and this is microneedling, right? Mike, it sounds painful. Microneedling is basically like a high-end facial treatment, okay? And it's loads of little needles that go into the face that's being used by a pen, and what it does is it produces collagen in the customer's skin, okay? So it basically makes them look a lot more youthful once they've had the treatment done, okay?
Right.
So the duration, this was over the course of 7 days, right? This campaign. Leads generated 92 leads. Appointments booked 24. Front end offer £150. So that's for the first treatment. Advertising spend total 150 quid, right? In a week. Total upfront front end sales £3,600. Okay. Now, whenever we run campaigns for this type of treatment, the leads are just absolutely off the hook. Yeah. It is a little bit more pricey than some of the other treatments as well. Because it takes about an hour, and it is a lot of work for the practitioner to do. All right, but it is a very, very popular treatment. Okay, so I'll just read through the ad copy here. Okay, so again, we've got here the headline: #1 collagen producing skin treatment in the world. Attention, ladies of the area. And introduces the client. I'm doing something crazy to promote Hollywood's #1 facial treatment. Okay, and then we go through the benefits of it. It gets rid of wrinkles, pigmentations, and marks. Your skin will be completely rejuvenated and left looking 20 years younger. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to show you guys the video in a little bit so you can see the video and sort of how it works and stuff. All right.
Right, try now.
And then one second. And then what you see here is just basically landing page. Landing page is really straightforward. Let me just see if I can get access to it. Should be able to get access to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can see it. Taking a little bit of time to load up here. Should just work. Hopefully. Yeah, so here's the landing page, guys. Really straightforward. You've got some before and after pictures. You've got some testimonials, and then you've got a map of where our client is based. Okay, nothing fancy about that whatsoever. Okay, got the offer again. The offer's at the top. You click on there and you enter in your contact details. Okay, really, really straightforward, guys. All right. And then this is the thank you page here. So you probably can't see it. It's a bit small, but it just says a member of our team will be reaching out to you soon to redeem your gift card. Thank you. Due to limited number of spots available, 30 appointments will be given on a first come, first served basis. Call this number now. Okay. Really straightforward, guys. Yeah. Right. Again, the targeting, keep it really, really wide. Nothing crazy about our targeting whatsoever. We just target women, basically. That's it. Women who are 25 plus to 54 years old who can afford the treatment. And that's pretty much it. Again, the ad, we just showed it in the Facebook news feed. Okay. So, these beauty treatments are an absolute goldmine. And, we don't even need to start spending money on Instagram. We could just focus on the Facebook and, basically it just generates crazy response, right? So, again, just look at these numbers here. 92 leads generated in 7 days, 24 appointments booked for £150, total front end sales, £3,600. Now, in terms of the back end stuff, right? Customers normally buy 4 of these treatments. Okay. Yeah. So if you're doing 4 times 150 at £600. So she's making, she can make ultimately from each customer £600 if she manages to upsell them. Okay. All right, guys. Let me just check if that messenger bot's working. Just 1 second here. Let's see. Simon's managed to fix it. Okay. It looks like it's working here.
Put full screen.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put it full screen, guys, okay? So you can see it here. So here's the messenger bot, right? Image there. Got the text. Great. I'm glad you are ready to be hair-free. P.S. If you ever want to unsubscribe, just type stop. This is very important for GDPR purposes, yeah? What body parts would you like to be treated? Prices vary on each body part, okay? So the person enters in what body part they want treated. Arms. It says, what's your email address? That's it. Yeah. What's your number? And then lastly, we just put together a really, really quick and simple gift card image, okay, that we use from Canva, all right? Really straightforward. And then what we do here is here in the funnel, oops, 1 second, guys, sorry. Here in the funnel, sorry.
Might be to the end. Yeah.
Gosh, what happened there? Okay, here in the funnel, I'm just going to pull it back slightly so you can see this, yeah, right? What we do to make sure that they call instantly, this is a Jeff Miller secret tactic that we use, by the way. Do you want your underarms done for free? Okay, value £40. Okay, choose one of the options below. So yes or no, basically, right? So in other words, if you want your underarms done for free, yeah, then basically call us now to book in, okay? So we give them a couple of options here. We give them a call us now option. So they just press one button and make a call. Directions, so we give directions to where the clinic is. And then there's more information here on the device that they use as well, okay? And that is pretty much it, you know, and what we do as well is we make sure that we give them the prices in the bot as well, just beneath that for the single treatment and for the package treatment as well, okay? So they can make a comparison of what they're going to be paying on the first treatment as opposed to what they're going to be paying on the package treatment, okay? So we just put it all out there for them so that, you know, when they come to book a call or when they call the clinic or when we're speaking to their client, there's no surprises about what the prices are, okay? And that's pretty much that for the bot. And that's the bot for the laser hair removal, okay? And then what we're going to come on to here is basically ads at work number 4, and this is for facials. Okay, so here's an example of a facial campaign that we ran for that we're running actually currently for one of our clients. Okay, right. So facials, absolutely, you know, they just bring customers in the door all day long, right? So we've been running this for 2 months now. We've managed to generate 451 leads. This client of ours, she actually, off the back of this campaign, she actually took on board 2 new members of staff, right? Because she just couldn't handle the leads and she needed to get another esthetician as well to focus on doing the actual treatment, okay? Appointments booked so far in 2 months, over 100, right? Front end offer, £45 for the first treatment. Advertising spend, £900, so just under £1,000, okay? Total front end sales, £5,550 plus, okay? This is a campaign we've been running. We haven't changed anything about it. It's, you know, same image, same text, and it's just generating like 5 to 10 leads a day just on autopilot. It's absolutely crazy, right? Here's the ad copy here. You know, we call out the area there, the location. Number 1 facial, come and experience the fire and ice facial. This facial is designed to rapidly and safely resurface the skin, reduce fine lines and wrinkles, smoothing, softening, and encouraging cellular renewal. We're offering 20 ladies the opportunity to win a 50% discount voucher off their first fire and ice facial. Again, we just list the benefits there. We add some scarcity warning, only 20 vouchers available, and that is it. That's our client there, sitting down, smiling while she's doing the treatment. Really, really straightforward stuff, okay? Let's see if this works here. Again, this is a bot, okay? So I'll just show you the bot here. You just give me a second, guys.
It's loading.
Yeah, it's loading here. So, okay, cool. So here's the bot, right? And basically, this is an image of our client standing outside of the shop with her husband, who's the other business owner. Introduce her. Hi, I'm Annabelle from Maternal Skin Clinic. I'm going to help you grab your 50% off the fire and ice facial. Click the button below, okay? So you just see here, obviously entering the email address there. You know, pretty straightforward. We've got our client doing the facial there. Ask for the email address, telephone number, and here's your voucher. Really straightforward. Again, we make that voucher using canva.com, okay? Easiest graphic design software to use. All right, and then at the end of the bot, we give them the option to call us or to find out where we are located, okay? Right, and then, you know, you can check out the reviews on Facebook. You can check out the reviews, or you can check out the business page on Facebook.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. We also put a deadline to the voucher as well. So they have to receive it in 14 days. Otherwise, it comes invalid.
That's right. Yeah. So basically, that that was very smart thinking by Simon. Yeah. So he included this caveat here: the voucher has to be redeemed within 14 days. Okay. If you don't redeem it within 14 days, then it becomes invalid. Okay. So people are taking action really quickly on that. All right. Cool. And again, targeting really doesn't. It's just I'm just showing you the same slides here again and again, guys. Yeah. Targeting is really straightforward. You keep it broad, 25 plus to 50 to 54 years old, women who live 5 miles within that area. Really, really straightforward, guys. Okay. So finally, I'll just whiz through this one really quickly. Okay. This is for microblading. All right. So microblading is, like basically designer eyebrows. Okay. All the women want it. It's it's the hottest trend for eyebrows at the moment. Okay, and basically it's almost like semi-permanent makeup, so it's almost like tattooing the eyebrow on your face, but it does disappear after sort of 12 months. Okay, so this campaign here was running for 2 months. Okay, this lady actually came to London to meet us, and we actually had a day with her where we actually trained her how to use Facebook ads. So for that, we actually charge people £1,400 for the day to spend a day with us, and we teach them how to run start their campaigns. But at the end of the day, their campaigns are actually running, so we get them set up, we write the ad copy and everything on the spot. Okay, and by the time they're leaving, they have leads coming in on that day. Okay, so this has been running for 2 months. Leads generated 217. Okay, appointments booked 50 plus appointments. Front end offer, so this isn't quite pricey, this offer, right? It's £150 for the first treatment. Yeah. Advertising spend £1,282. Total front end sales £7,500. Okay, right now the best part of this, is that anybody who comes in for this treatment and gets this treatment done, they need to come in 6 months later for a top up. Okay, and when they come back for that top up, they then spend an additional £100 just to have it topped up, and then they'll need another top up after 12 months as well. So basically, these people will keep coming back to the same practitioner to have their top up done. Okay. And again, we focus here on the ad copy here. The headline: celebrities' #1 secret to amazing eyebrows. Attention, ladies of the area. Are you tired of tweezing and penciling your brows in every day? Wouldn't it be nice just to wake up with stunning, natural-looking arches? and she's introducing herself, and I'm doing something crazy to promote the world's best eyebrow treatment. Semi-permanent makeup is the #1 secret weapon used by all of Hollywood's top celebrities. And then we've got them listed there: Kendall Jenner, Beyonce, Cara Delevingne, all the rest of that stuff, okay? And then here, we're going into the benefits of the treatment again as well, okay? For this, we created a lead form for her, right? So it's a lead ad that we ran. Again, 50% off masterfully shaped brows, reinforcing the benefits of the treatment there. And then this is the thank you page there as well, okay? And at the bottom of the lead form, we basically have a call me and book your appointment button, okay? So all they need to do is just click that button there and make a call straight through to our client, okay? Pretty simple stuff. Targeting, straightforward. What we actually did for her this time is we actually did it by postcode. So we just typed in a number of postcodes in and around where she lives, sort of like 5 miles out of where she lives. And, that's all the postcodes there. And then obviously you can see here as well, we only just used the Facebook newsfeed. That's it. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have any questions. I'll stop there. I'm going to move on to offers that make sales, but I'll take a look at the questions first, and then see if I can answer some of these questions. Okay. So just going through them here. Okay. One. Okay, I got it. My dad is taking me out for my lunch birthday. Please answer my question. I'd really appreciate it. Okay. Which question is that one? Will you share the chatbot flow with us? Pretty please. Is that, I'm not sure if that was the one you're referring to. One, will we get the case study today? Yes, I will send you the case study today. Ben, I answered it already. All right, thanks, Ben. Tony, are you using your own ad accounts or your clients' ad accounts? We're using our own ad accounts, basically. Okay, Zach, I'd love to see what the customer acquisition campaign looks like. We work with med spas and struggles to properly target them on Facebook. Cool, Zach. What we'll do is we'll arrange a second edition to this, and we'll hook you up with the customer acquisition campaign. Okay, cool. Richard, do you run the ads 24/7, and what's your average daily spend per ad? Okay, so yeah, we run the ads 24/7. We don't stop them. The leads even come in during the night sometimes. You know, obviously some people work nights and stuff like that. What's the daily ad spend? What would you say the daily ad spend is?
About £100 a week.
Yes, it's roughly about £100 a week, the ad spend that we're using. Okay, so it's nothing too crazy, right? So it's roughly about £100 a week. Would you say that works out to about £7 or £8 a day or something like that?
Yeah.
About £7 or £8 a day, okay? Depending on the size of the clinic that we're working with. If it's a big clinic, then obviously they'll have a bigger budget and they can spend more, okay? No interest on ads, no retargeting. Fabrizio, we keep it really simple, man. We don't do retargeting ads. We just run the same ads again and again. We just use basically a combination of 2 images and we use 1 video, and that's it. We might use 2 different ad copies, but mainly we just there's no interest on the ads, and we don't do retargeting. We just run the same ads again and again, and it just generates leads all day long. Okay.
I don't think there's any there's no point of retargeting when you're generating that much leads that many leads anyway. So if you are retargeting, sometimes you know you might generate extra few more, but it makes no difference because they can't handle that like 150 or whatever. That much anyway, so we leave it as the normal no interest ads.
Yeah, so I mean our clients, you know, these guys, you know, they're busy doing treatments and stuff, so they're not doing you know, they're busy doing treatments. So you know, for them to, like, you know, sometimes when we send them like, you know, like 100 leads and stuff in the space of a week, a lot of them are like, yo Chris, can you just like pause the campaign please, this is too much for us. Okay, so you know, there's no point in running the retargeting ads. We just keep it simple and just run a combination of 3 different ads at the same time. Okay, Jeff Miller, get your campaign up and running with leads coming in the same day in-person event. Okay, cool. All right, nice. Any tips on your phone email pitch to get the sales appointments that differentiates you? The med spa industry is pitched every day for lead gen marketing. You know what, Doug, what we use is we use basically testimonials. So we actively pursue our customers for testimonials. I think we've got like maybe 12 or 13 different testimonials now. And basically what we've done is we've used those as part of our customer acquisition campaigns. Tony, have you tested Instagram ads? Yes, Tony, we have run Instagram ads as well. For some reason, we do use Instagram ads for some of our clients. For some reason, basically the cost per lead is a lot higher on Instagram ads for some strange reason. I don't know why that is, but we do run them as well, okay? Sorry, a bit late, not sure if you answered this. Are there anything we not allowed to say in the UK for ads in this niche? As I was told once, you can't say crow's feet. Not sure if that's true. Okay, good question. Good question. Swapnil. All right, good question. So basically, what is an absolute no-no in the UK, right? And I think it's cool in America because I think Brett runs Botox adverts in America, but Botox adverts in the UK are an absolute no-no. We've spent a lot of one of our clients' money trying to get that to work. We've even hired in copywriters as well to try to get it to work, and it's a no-no. So whatever you do, avoid Botox adverts like the plague, okay? Guys, I'll come back to more questions. What we're gonna move on to is we're gonna move on to part 2 here. Okay, and part 2 is basically offers that make sales. Okay, so these are the med spa and aesthetic clinic offers that will make sales and that will convert prospects into actual bums on seats customers. Okay, right? So there are 2 types of offers that we run here. We all about keeping it really, really straightforward, right? We run evergreen offers. Okay, so these are offer ads that just run all year long in the background. Okay, so things like the facial treatment offers that I showed you, the fat freezing treatment that I showed you as well, and the ads that we run. It's going to sound ridiculous, but they all contain scarcity. So we could be running the same advert for 3 months. but you know, it will all have the same level of scarcity. Now, I'll tell you something that I heard from Ryan Dice. I can't take the credit for this, yeah, but I'll give it to Ryan Dice here. Ryan Dice says something that was really, really profound, right? And what he said is that if you have an offer that is working well, right, then do not, whatever you do, do not change the content of the offer, right? Change the color of the envelope, okay? Now, what he means quite simply by that, yeah, is that if you have an offer that's working, don't change the offer, keep the same offer, just change the color of the envelope, which means changing the image that you're using, change the video that you may be using, yeah, maybe switch up the ad copy a little bit, just change the presentation of it, but keep the, if you've got an offer that wins all day long, just keep the same offer, okay? I hope that's a good one for you guys, yeah? Seasonal offers is the second type of offer we run. So obviously, Valentine's Day, you know, women just go women go absolutely crazy for that. And, you know, for Valentine's Day, you know, normally you can, you know, target men as well, you know, and the ad copy should say something like, you know, are you looking for a great gift for your wife for Valentine's Day? Okay. Mother's Day is another big one. Birthdays, so Facebook lets you do targeting around birthdays. I think Steph spoke about this in her masterclass as well. And of course, Christmas is like absolutely bloody huge. It's massive. People want to buy stuff for their friends. They want to buy stuff for their mum, their sister, whoever. Okay, so you know, Christmas is really, really good. Okay, so how clinic owners actually make money. Okay, so there's 4 different ways here that clinic owners make money. All right, so number 1 is a one-time offer. This is basically the offer that we use in our Facebook ads, okay? Number 2 is upsells. So in other words, selling a customer, basically taking a customer from purchasing a single treatment over to buying a package or course of treatments, okay? So that's going from 1 treatment to, like, you know, let's say 5, 6, 10 treatments, whatever the case is. I spoke about that a little bit previously, yeah? Cross sells. So in other words, selling additional treatments. All right. So in other words, you get someone in for a facial, you know, and you also offer them laser hair removal, right? Or you get someone in for laser hair removal, you also offer them fat freezing, whatever the case is, right? And then referrals as well. Now, here's a funny trend, right? And this is something we've definitely picked up on and we're going to work on in the future. But 99% of clinic owners that we speak to are not proactively pushing for referrals, okay? They have absolutely no referral system or no referral strategy, right? Now, I know Jeff likes to talk a lot about going from, being like, a marketing guy to being, a CMO, right? But, you know, if you were to build like a really good referral strategy for one of these clinics, you know, that would then take you from the marketing guy to the, to CMOO, as Jeff would call it, right? So, you know, if you can put together a really good referral strategy for these guys, you know, they will absolutely love you for it, okay? Here's what not to do, right? So the golden egg for clinic owners is to sell courses and packages. Again, that's to take a person from 1 treatment to 6 or 7 different treatments, okay? Now, these courses and packages generally sell for around about £500 plus, okay? And it includes, you know, a number of different treatments in, you know, of the same treatment, right? So the biggest temptation for clinic owners is to push package offers, right? What they fail to realize is that 99% of the general public are not aware of the ins and outs of the treatments, okay? So they don't know what's involved in the treatment. They don't know if the treatment's painful, how long the procedure takes, etc., okay? So I call this trying to sell the cow before the burger, right? And what I mean by that is quite simply trying to sell, a package or something that is a really, really high ticket, priced offer to basically people who haven't even tried, beef before, if that makes sense, right? So, what I say is, we never run campaigns for high ticket packages, okay? I'm telling you now, they will bomb, right? Your job is to get someone in the door for that one-time offer and then upsell them the package on the back end, okay? That's how your clients and those aesthetic clinic owners will make their money, all right? What to do instead, yeah? Focus on the treatments that have the easiest upsell, okay? So ask yourself the following 4 questions. what treatment can I sell that fits the following criteria? Can I sell the treatment for a low front end offer? Does it deliver fairly quick results? Has it got an easy upsell onto packages and courses? Can it get the customer back into my clinic within the space of about 5 to 12 weeks? Okay, right? So we've seen our clients, newly acquired customers, go from £49 on a front end offer, yeah, to over £1,300 over the course of just a few months. Okay, and that's all just using this process here. Okay, just focusing on a treatment that basically fits this 4 criteria here. All right, so I'll give you an example of a couple of bums on seats offers, right? So what we call bums on seats offers are anything that's sub £50, okay? So anything, example of that would be, a free, something that's free, 50% off, etc. Okay, right? So the purpose of this is to just basically deliver a high volume of new customers in a short period of time and upsell them onto courses and packages. Really simple, okay? Right? High value offer, okay? High value offer is anything above £50. Now, what you need to remember is that 90% of the time, your ads are targeting cold traffic, AKA complete strangers. So asking a complete stranger to part with £50 with an advert when they're not familiar with your brand or the treatment, as I've mentioned previously, can be pretty tough. The solution is to build value and credibility using explainer videos and doing demonstrations of the treatment, okay? Nothing builds credibility quicker than a video. And I'll show you examples of videos that convert really, really well, okay? So we're going into content that converts. I'm just going to pause it there. I'll take a couple of questions and then we'll go on to this. This is the last part here, okay? So I think there's only 3 questions there. One sec, I'm just getting it up. Okay. Okay, Zach, I'll send you some Botox ads that have killed it for us. Thank you, Zach. Much appreciated. Zach, quick question. Are those ads in America? Because if they are in America, they probably won't qualify over here, unfortunately. Okay, but man, I'd absolutely love to see them. Thank you, sir. Richard, do you target partners of potential clients? Yeah. So I mentioned that earlier. So come Christmas, come Valentine's Day, come Mother's Day, we will then switch out our targeting and focus on males. So, the message will be very direct. Do you want to get your wife or your partner a fantastic gift for Valentine's Day, or for Mother's Day, for Christmas, whatever the case is? Here at such and such clinic, we have a fantastic offer, for, the #1 facial in Hollywood. Okay. Really, really simple. Okay. Jason, even changing the delivery method of the offer, bots versus lead ads versus landing page versus phone funnels, etc., but definitely not changing the offer. They're tough to find an amazingly good one. Keep it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly. You're 100% right there, Jason. And we do that as well. So sometimes we'll use a bot to see if a bot converts well, or we'll use, we'll just use a simple lead form. You're right. So yeah, that's correct. Zach, yes, they are in the States, so not sure if you can use them, but I'll send them anyway. Zach, you're awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to move on now. So the MedSpa Aesthetic Clinic Masterclass, content that converts, okay? And I'm going to show you guys something really special in a minute that took us quite a while to put together, and I'm really, really proud of, right? Okay. So images and videos are probably the most important part of a successful Facebook or Instagram ad campaign. Although the written word is still important, videos and images can tell stories in a way visually that cannot be matched by words. In fact, 76% of consumers are more likely to sit through a 60-second video than to read for 60 seconds. The purpose of your video or image is to get someone to stop scrolling through their Facebook and Instagram newsfeed and pay attention to your brand. Here are the key ingredients to creating compelling videos and images. Right, images that convert. Here are some of the must-haves, okay? So, number 1, we call it the welcoming place image, okay? So this is just basically pictures of your team standing together outside of your clinic smiling. Really straightforward, right? The authoritative image. Have an image of you or members of your team giving a consultation to a client. Credibility image. Have an image of you or a member of your team giving a treatment with the client in the picture. Results image, before and after pictures, okay? Now, it's important, I'm sure a lot of you know, but it's important that these images cannot be used for your Facebook or Instagram ad, right? You can promote them as a post on the business page itself, okay? And then finally, the trusted professional image of yourself and your client sitting on your treatment chair, table, smiling together at the camera, right? Some of this may sound incredibly cheesy, and you're gonna see some incredibly cheesy images and videos in a minute, but I'm telling you now, this stuff, these images here that we've listed really, really convert well, okay? Do not haves, no stock images, okay? No images of just your hands on someone's face. For some reason, med spa owners, aesthetic practitioners, they have this obsession with, you know, having pictures of just their hands on someone's face. It's really bizarre. No images of products, you know, for some reason, you know, these people seem to think that, you know, selling a product over the treatment is really important. You know, it's not. No images of an empty room, clinic, or reception area, because let's be honest, you know, who wants to go to somewhere that looks like it's not, you know, occupied or not busy, okay? Videos that convert, okay? So must-haves, keep all videos to a maximum of 60 to 90 seconds long, okay? The welcoming video, mini walkthrough of your clinic starting from outside. Authoritative video, a video of you or your team members giving a consultation to a client. I'm going to show you an example of that in a minute. Credibility video, a video of you or your team members giving a treatment with the client in the video. The process video, especially for high-end treatments, right? So this is for the more expensive treatments, yeah? Demonstrating the step-by-step process of a particular treatment, okay? Now, the reason that is so important is, as I said, 99% of the customers who see these adverts will read it and say, oh, wow, this sounds amazing, like, you know, the #1 celebrity facial, whatever the case is, but they will not actually know what's involved in the treatment itself. So what you're doing here is you're giving them a step-by-step demonstration of the treatment, yeah? I'll show you an example of that in a bit. Results video, before and after if possible, okay? This is really important. A lot of people forget to do this, but it's really, really important. We have like a nightmare story, actually, which I'll share another time with you guys, but you need to have a signed consent form from everyone who's in the video, letting them know that you plan to use the videos for marketing purposes, okay? It's an absolute must-have, right? Must not haves. No shaky videos, always use a selfie stick or a tripod, right? Amazing sound quality is arguably more important than video resolution, okay? Please invest in a lapel mic from Amazon. These things are absolutely dirt cheap. They cost like £10. They plug straight into your phone and you just clip them onto your collar and you've got perfect sound quality, okay? And a messy work area. Tidy away unnecessary equipment, wires and stuff in the background, okay? Right. So the perfect video ad structure, all right? Now, I'll tell you guys something. I actually brought a course from Ryan Dice, which costs a couple of £100, and it's all about how to create the perfect video ads, right? So you guys are getting this for free right now, yeah? And this is absolutely gold. If you want to create the perfect video ad for your clients, or you want your clients to create the perfect video ad, you just need to follow this process step by step, okay? So now all of these videos, you can actually do this in the space of 60 seconds, have this advert in the space of 60 seconds, and I'll show you an example of it in a minute, okay? So step one is to get the audience's attention, okay? So you can show proof, of a result or an outcome. You can tell a story. You can ask a question. So, you know, you can say, ladies of Florida, have you ever wondered, and you go into the question, okay? You can make a promise, okay? I will reduce your fat by 40% in one treatment. That's a promise. Or you can use a pattern interrupt. I think everyone here is probably familiar with pattern interrupt, but it's doing something to grab the person's attention straight away, okay? Identify the problem. So this is where you would normally ask a question. So you go in, you identify the problem, you say, have you ever suffered from X? Or have you ever had problems with, or are you fed up of, okay? Aggravate the problem. So go into a little bit more detail in terms of what the actual problem is, right? Number 4, present your solution. Not the whole of the solution, just part of the solution, okay? So here, you know, if you've ever struggled with any of these issues, I have the perfect solution for you. We bring you this facial or this body treatment or whatever the case is, okay? Next step, number 5, establish your authority, okay? So become the guide to solving their problem, all right? And the way that you do that, again, through a video ad or image, whatever the case is, I'll show you that, is just by taking people step by step through what the treatment is and through the process. That's how you establish authority, okay? Number 6, explain how it works. So give the features and the benefits of the treatment, okay? And number 7, make the offer, okay? Your call to action must include what is to be gained, and you have to add scarcity to it as well, okay? So here is where I'm going to introduce to you guys, right, the content library, okay? Now, 99% of the clients that we speak to do not have enough content, or simply do not have good quality content, all right? Their content is crap. I tell them that all the time, right? In the beginning, we were doing all of the grunt work. We were going out, we were making the videos, we were going and taking the pictures inside of our clients' clinics, okay? Once we built up a decent volume of video adverts and also of images, we uploaded them to a landing page, which we now call our content library, okay? So our clients now know the exact images and videos to make when they work with us, okay? Right? So without further ado, I'll just introduce it here, okay? And this here is the content library, okay? And it's really, really straightforward. This is basically a landing page that has all of our past clients' videos and images on them, okay? Right? So you'll see here, here's all the different images. This is for a facial treatment. This is for laser hair removal. This is the eyebrow treatment, okay? Yeah. And then we have the images here as well, all right? So here are the images, and all of the stuff I'm showing you today are from campaigns that have converted really, really well, okay? You know, you may see this image here and think it's really cheesy of the guy smiling while he's holding the woman's face, but you know, this guy got something crazy like over 70 leads in the space of a month, right? This client here, you know, and you see some other images there as well, okay? Just simply, you know, looking at the camera and smiling while someone's being treated. These images here, they just work, right? They convert, right? And at the bottom here, coming soon, basically, I'm going to be adding some tutorials as well. So I'm going to be actually teaching the clients how to build a content library, so how to get content. You know, I'm going to be teaching them how to present well on camera as well. And also I'm going to be showing them what equipment to use, okay? Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one of these videos here, right? And we'll just look here again at the steps that I had listed out here, right? The perfect video ad structure, okay? So here's the structure: get the audience's attention, identify the problem, aggravate the problem, present the solution, establish your authority, explain how it works, make the offer, okay? And I'll show you a perfect example of that right over here. Here we go. This is for a fat freezing advert that we made for one of our clients, okay? So just watch this. So number 1, we're grabbing the audience's attention, okay? We've got a woman that's standing in a clinic and she's touching up her stomach and she's talking to, you know, an esthetician, okay? So the esthetician has asked her, do you have any events coming up? And the lady says, the esthetician says, do you have any events or do you have any holidays coming up? The esthetician says to her, do you have any events or holidays coming up? The client says, yes, I'm getting married in September, okay? Okay, is that meaning her? Now she's establishing authority by telling her how the process works. Right. So now we're going to establish further authority. Now we're actually going to show the treatment in all of its glory, right? So step 1, you know, set the machine. Step 2, apply the anti-freeze cryo pad. Step 4, place the cup on there. This is the fat freezing treatment, by the way, guys, that I spoke about at the beginning. And that's it. Establish authority. There's the offer. Okay, reclaim your beach body, get 50% off Hollywood's #1 fat freeze. Okay, nothing crazy about it. There's no special effects or anything. It's just all very, very real. Okay, I'll show you the facial advert real quick as well. Here, just show you this. This is like a minute. So again, she's calling out the audience. You know, she's saying, "Attention, ladies of the area you're based in." Here's my solution. This is the perfect treatment for you. Here's a call to action. That's it. That's the call to action at the end, okay? Really, really simple stuff, all right? But, you know, we use this here to teach our clients how to make adverts for their business, right? And guess what? These videos, again, there's nothing special about them. Guess what equipment they're using for these videos? I'll show you. All of these videos have been filmed on their smartphone, right? We use Canva for any images or anything like that. Smartphone tripod, 15 to 25 pounds on Amazon, right? Smartphone holder, £7. Lapel mic, £10 on Amazon, yeah? Box light, if they want to, you know, get a little bit fancy and they want to have, you know, really bright lights and stuff like that, £57, right? Easy to use editing software by Camtasia, okay? I think that's like 90 quid or something like that, yeah? Even if they don't want to edit it, yeah, right? They can get all of this equipment here for less than £100. It's just, you know, they can get all of this equipment for less than £100. They can create high quality videos. I send them all of these links, and before we start working together, I say to them, you need to buy, these are the items that you need to buy. Just have your smartphone, buy a tripod, get a smartphone holder, lapel mic, and that's it. We're good to go. And, you know, we can basically get the content, get those type of high converting adverts and videos usually done within the space of a week. Really, really straightforward, okay? So I'll give you guys a link to the content library as well. You guys can all have a look through it. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to send me a message, okay? And just to show you, those two adverts that I showed you just now, those are these campaigns here. So this was the fat freezing one again, yeah, just to go over it. Duration 3 months. She managed to generate 378 leads. Front end offer was £79. Her ad spend was £1,321, and total front end sales, yeah, so this is just on the one treatment, not the package, right, was £9,000, okay, right, from that video campaign. And then I'll show you the facial one here. Here's a facial one where our client has now employed 2 further people as well into the business, okay? Was running for 2 months. She managed to generate 100+ appointments for £45 each. Again, that's all front end, no back end. Ad spend £900, total front end sales £5,550 plus, and it's still going, okay? So that is pretty much that, guys. Do you guys have any questions? I really appreciate you guys sticking with me here and listening through the whole thing. I've got a couple of questions here, which I'll go through. If you guys have any more questions, then please just send them in the chat here. Okay. Have you ever run competition style ads in this niche, free treatments, competitions, etc.? Good question, Richard. We've never run competition ads before. Normally, what we'll say to our clients is, if you're gonna, you know, just run, you can run a competition and just boost the post. But we don't normally run competition ads. You know, we know that they work well and they get really, really good engagement, but we just normally run offer ads. However, you know, they can run the competition ads themselves pretty easily. All they need to do is set up the competition and just boost the post for a couple of pounds a day. That's it. Okay, Zach, are you seeing about 20% of leads will book appointments? That's a really, really good question, Zach. So we are seeing between around about 25 to 30% of the leads end up booking appointments, okay? Sometimes it's higher depending on how well organized the clinic are, right? So in other words, do they have a dedicated person doing the phone calls and things like that, you know, at the front desk? You know, it just depends on a variety of different things. What we do, and I'll give this to you guys as well, all right, is we actually have, I do two really cool things, right? So we have a sales training that I go through with the clients, okay? And we also have a sales script as well, which I will share with you guys today, okay? Come back here. Richard, yep, okay, Zach, yep. Tony, what's your advice for the initial and monthly retainer amount for single clinic and chain of clinics? Tony, that's a really good question, right? So I'll answer the first part of your question. I can't answer the second part because we actually don't work with a chain of clinics, right? So in the UK, for some reason, these businesses don't tend to have franchises. They just seem to have one premises, one clinic, and you know, that's pretty much it, yeah? So what we normally do is we charge, right? We do a month's trial up front, okay? So we do a month's trial up front, which is £550, okay? So that's roughly about $900, all right? So it's a 30-day trial, right? Now, the reason we still do trials is quite simply, yeah, a lot of these clients, because a lot of these clients are like medical professionals, or, you know, they just don't know anything about marketing and sales and stuff like that, right? The campaigns that we set up for them, it is quite like a steep learning curve, right? So what we like to do is we like to give them 30 days to basically allow themselves to, like, you know, get used to the process and to the lead delivery and all the rest of that stuff. And then once they've got the hook of, you know, sort of what they're supposed to be saying on the phone, how they get the clients in the door, all the rest of that stuff, yeah? Once we've got that, then basically after those 30 days, you know, like 8 times out of 10, so about 80% of the customers after the 30-day trial will actually then become a retainer client. And retainer clients, we sign up for 3 months at a time. So I hope that answers your question. Going down here. Oh, 1 second, guys. Okay. Jason asks, is it possible to see the landing page for the CoolSculpt ad, or is just Jeff M standard per his course? Do you know what? We use a lead form for the CoolSculpting ad, man. Look, I'm going to show you, Jason, right now. It's here. Absolutely nothing spectacular at all. We just keep it real simple. Yeah, we don't make these things too complicated, right? That's the lead form. That's the thank you page. That's it. You'll have access to this, so you can just copy it. Yeah. All right. Recorded replay and slides up to date. Doug, I'll speak with Jeff and try and get that sorted out. It'll be up tomorrow. Jeff says, okay. Richard, what's your back-end process to get the leads to the clients? Do you push them to follow up and book in with the leads, or do the leads normally book proactively? Brilliant masterclass. Richard, man, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, sir. So basically the process is that although so what we do is we put, so in the if we're running a lead ad, for example, yeah, we'll put the, you know, call now to reserve your spot there. Or when we're doing messenger bots, we'll put the call button on the messenger bot as well. Probably about 90% of the time, the lead won't call for whatever reason. You know, they're busy in the day, or they're at work, or they're on the toilet, whatever they're doing, right? So our clients, and we push them as well, are proactive at calling the lead. So what we do is we send the client a lead via text message, and we do this using ClickSend, okay? And we also upload it to basically the spreadsheet as well, the client tracker spreadsheet using Zapier. it's basically that straightforward. So, you know, we send the lead to the client via text message, and we also put it on the spreadsheet as well. Okay. And Simon over here has the wonderful job of having to check the spreadsheets every day and make sure that, you know, that the notes are updated and stuff like that as well. Okay. So it's, you know, fairly straightforward. I speak to the client. So I do what Jeff does, and I put my yelling pants on at least once a week. And if I see that there's no phone calls, or Simon says, yo, there's no phone calls or whatever it is for the last 10 leads that come in, I get on the phone and I'm just like, yo, what the hell are you doing? You're just basically flushing money down the toilet. It's as simple as that. Okay. Cool. So yeah, Richard, thank you very much. Prada, love your name, by the way, Prada. What is your regular price after the trial period, 3 months? Does that include ad spend? Okay, so our regular price is around about £1,000, okay, yeah, per month, right? That does not include ad spend, okay? So, you know, the ad spend, we say to them that you should be spending around about £100 per week, roughly, okay? This depends a lot on how much the treatment costs, okay? If you've got a treatment that costs like, you know, like £300, then, you know, we'll say to them, you need to spend a little bit more, right? Facebook is not stupid, yeah? It's funny because we've tried to run ads for treatments which are like £1,000 before, right? And the cost per lead has been like, what, like £50, was it?
Something like
it's been crazy, yeah? So Facebook, for some reason, knows, you know, how much these treatments cost, right? So, yeah, that's basically it. We charge £1,000, and basically ad spend, we say roughly £100, £150 per week. Okay, I hope that answers that question. And yeah, basically after the trial, it's a 3-month agreement. That's standard. Yeah, wicked masterclass. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Prada again. What do you include in your service? Do you include referral marketing and lead nurturing, customer reignition campaigns? Do you do customer research? Okay, great question, Prada. Okay, cool. So I'll just take this step by step. So what do we include in our service? Do you include referral marketing? Okay. So yeah, we include referrals. What we say to them is that if you refer us onto one of your friends who's an aesthetic practitioner as well, we'll take £250 off of your following month's retainer fee. Okay. Lead nurturing, customer reignition campaigns. So look, I mean, the way that we do that, Prada, is basically if they've got a good database of customers, we just put that back into Facebook and we just create a lookalike audience. I'll let Simon answer that, actually. I need a break. I need some water.
So, the question is, do we target past customers?
Yeah. So do we So do we do lead nurturing, customer reignition campaigns?
What I do is, what we do is basically we make sure there's enough data, like make sure there's like a couple of 100 people who clicked on it and leave, and then afterwards we might set up a retarget campaign and bring them back on. Or like what I'm working on right now is basically trying to bring them back to the ones that opted in but never bought for whatever reason. So they would be given with a what Steph calls a remission campaign. So that just means they get sent that just means the client will get being bombarded with phone calls with a brand new offer which only lasts for 4 to 8 hours or something like that. And and so we do retarget them when we have enough, when we get enough people to do it for them.
Yeah, so Simon's saying that basically once enough people have clicked on the advert, okay, he will then set up basically like a retargeting campaign that retargets those people who clicked on the advert but actually didn't buy, basically, okay. And as far as sort of like reignition campaigns goes, as I said, if they have a good enough database, then basically we just, we take that database, we put it into Facebook, and we'll just create like basically a bespoke advert for them saying, hey, come back to us, here's a 50% off of whatever treatment. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Do we do customer research? Jeff is probably going to jump through the computer screen and slap me for saying this, but we actually don't do customer research, right? So like a lot of what we do, as I said, we just keep things like super simple, yeah? We just we don't reinvent the wheel. What we do is we just take the similar campaigns that are already working for other customers, and we just replicate it and put it in different areas. We may change up the ad copy and the wording a little bit, right? But that's pretty much it. We just keep it simple, right? Tony, amazing presentation. If you have, oh, by the way, sorry, we just coming on to customer research. We have run customer research for one of our clients, yeah, and his campaign just went absolutely mental. So customer research definitely works. However, right, I think that what we like to do over here is try and get the trial money in first, get the campaign running, and then we can have the client go from spending £550 to £1,000 as soon as possible. And normally when we have run customer research, it takes about 10 to 15 days to get like a decent volume of answers, right? So I know that sounds like a little bit like bad. Customer research definitely works. However, we just like to get the money in and then just get the clients started on the three-month agreements. Okay?
I might want to add on the customer research. What I don't do is, I go onto Google or YouTube and then just take their words directly from their mouth. So if that person says this treatment gave me, better skin, well complexion, and then I'm like, I'm gonna put it in the ad. And then if they say that, and I just take stuff from the internet and then reword that with the benefits. I combine the benefits with the treatment together as one article. Yeah. So it would be something like it would be like I can't think top of my head, but we can show you some examples from that.
I tell you what, Simon is very, very smart from this, and I'll give you guys a really, really good ad copy tip here. Okay, so like on some of our adverts, we've got headlines here, right? It says like 60% off the #1 celebrity cool sculpting treatment, right? Okay. What we do is we go on the internet and we will look for like popular magazines. Like let's just say like I don't know, Elle magazine, or like Vanity Fair, or one of those online publications, right? And we'll type in the name of the online publication, and then we'll type in the name of the treatment itself, right? And I'm telling you now, you can get most of your ad copy from looking at what publications and magazines, popular magazines and newspapers have written about the treatment. You can get all of, so like even this phrase here, #1 celebrity cool sculpting treatment. I got that from, I can't remember what magazine it was, but I got that from a magazine, an online website publication. So, they have very, very good, there's very good sentences and paragraphs and stuff that you can borrow from those websites and basically use in your ad copy. And what Simon was saying with regards to YouTube is that he will look at online reviews of people who've had the treatments done and stuff like that, and basically take their words and put it into the ad copy. I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that's helpful. Go back to the chat here. Tony, if you have more than one clinic within the same area, do you stay exclusive with one, or would you offer service? Okay, good question, mate. So if we have one clinic in one area or in one city, then basically we will just stick with that clinic as our client, okay? And we won't take on other clinics. However, there's a caveat to that, right? If the clinic that we're working with, let's just say, offers laser hair removal, for example, right? And another clinic comes along and says, well, we only do facials, then we will speak to our original client and let them know that this other clinic has approached us. Are you comfortable with us working with them? Okay. And if they say yes or no, whatever the case is, then we will work with that. But it's only if they offer different treatments, basically. That's how we decide whether we stick with one or choose another. Okay. I hope that helps, Tony. Prada, do you have soap opera sequence for them? Nope. We do it all via text message, okay? So we might send 1 or 2 text messages, or what we've been doing now as well, and again, Simon's the brains for this, is we've been sending out reminders in the messenger bot, okay? And that's why we're really, really big now on using messenger bots. So we're sending out reminders in messenger bot, and what we're gonna start testing now as well, right, is basically I'm getting my clients to do what I call value videos, right? And what a value video is them taking the top 5 questions that they're asked about the treatment, right, and shooting a very, very quick 30-second video, answering that question. So, for example, they'll say, they'll film themselves and they'll say, when it comes to fat freezing, one of the top questions I'm asked is, is it painful? And then they'll just answer that question within 30 seconds. And what we're doing now is we're going to include that into the messenger bot as part of the reminder process. Okay. So basically, if the customer doesn't book in within a couple of days, we'll send one of those value videos that are around about 30 seconds from our client, basically delivering a direct video message into their inbox via Messenger. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. And I don't think there's any other questions here, guys. Don't know if anyone else has any other questions. This has been lots of fun. I just want to say a personal thank you to Jeff. Jeff gives so much to this group and to all of the members of the group. And Jeff, I just want to say, you're a fantastic mentor, business, leader. And, we really, really appreciate your assistance, man. You've always got time for us. You're fantastic. And the community you've put together here is amazing as well. So thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it.
You got it. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Cool.
So I think that's it. So I'm going to bring this sucker to a close. In about 10 seconds, I'm going to hit that end meeting. But I'm going to give everybody the slides, the replays, the walkthrough, all that stuff by the end of tomorrow. You can see it inside the course. And then great job, everybody. And I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, guys. Salute. Have a good night, guys. Bye, guys.